Thus saith the Lord, which maketh a way in the sea and a path in the mighty waters. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth, shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and the rivers in the desert.
I see a way in the middle of the sea. I see a path in the mighty ocean. I see a way in the wilderness. I see your will flow through my life. I see the light shining bright through the dark. I feel the wind, this wind of change. I see the mountains moving away. I see the night turn to a bright look today. It's a new thing, it's a new thing in my life. The Lord shall do it, He will do it in your life. It's a new thing, it's a new thing in my life. The Lord shall do it, He will do it in your life. Woo!
The voice of God thundered greatly in the heavens. He called my name and called me a friend, and he said, Behold, I am with you until the end, and I will do a new thing.
It's a new thing, it's a new thing in my life. The Lord shall do it, He will do it in your life. It's a new thing, it's a new thing in my life. The Lord shall do it, He will do it in your life. It's a new thing, it's a new thing in my life. The Lord shall do it, He will do it in your life. It's a new thing, it's a new thing in my life. The Lord shall do it, He will do it in your life. Yeah, it's a new thing, it's a new thing, it's a new thing.
I suffered from depression, anxiety, OCD, ADHD, PTSD, borderline personality disorder.
I had depression, bipolar for 16 years. Jesus took me from a destructive lifestyle of drug addiction and smoking addiction.
Drug and alcohol addiction, self-harm addiction, several suicide attempts. I had fibromyalgia, ulcerative colitis, Sherman's kyphosis, and asthma.
I had chronic illness and autoimmune disorders for over 15 years. I was on disability for over 7 years. Jesus healed me from psoriatic arthritis, lupus, chronic pain, severe psoriasis, reflex sympathetic dystrophy.
But Jesus healed me from all my mental illness, my trauma, and my physical illnesses.
Jesus healed my bladder. Jesus healed me from multiple things. Most of all, Jesus took me from homelessness. If Jesus can do it for me, he can do it for you. A new thing.
I had addiction to pain medicine. I was on a long list of medications. Jesus also healed me from fear and insecurities, anger and bitterness, and emotional trauma.
What Jesus did for me, he can do for you. It's a new thing in my life.
What Jesus did for me, he can do for you. It's a new thing in my life.
Jesus healed me from a life of crime and addiction. And what Jesus did for me, he can do for you. It's a new thing in my life.
Jesus healed me from depression, anxiety.
I suffered from depression, anxiety, and a food addiction for 20 years. Jesus healed me from everything.
I had harassing trauma for 11 years. Jesus healed me from this harassing trauma.
What Jesus can do for me, he can do for you. It's a new thing.
What Jesus did for me, he can do for you. It's a new thing in my life.
What Jesus can do for me, he can do for you. It's a new thing in my life.
For 22 years of my life, I was addicted to pain medication. After the medication, I became addicted to heroin. Jesus healed me from the addiction, from fibromyalgia, and from depression.
Jesus healed me of interstitial lung disease and an irregular heart rate that I had for approximately 5 years.
What Jesus did for me, he could do for you too. It's a new thing in my life.
What Jesus did for me, he can do for you. A new thing.
God has healed me from PTSD and autism. If he could do it for me, he could do it for you.
Jesus healed me from a neck injury due to a car accident. He also healed me from paralysis and a rare kind of seizure disorder, which almost cost me my life. What Jesus did for me, he can do for you. It's a new thing in my life.
Expect a miracle today. Jesus will do a new thing in your life.